Donald J. Trump, a name synonymous with ambition, wealth, and controversy. From his early days as a real estate mogul in New York City, Trump displayed an uncanny ability to captivate the public's attention. His ventures, often extravagant and bold, were splashed across newspapers and magazines. His pronouncements, often unfiltered and provocative, became regular fodder for talk shows and news programs. Trump's entry into the political arena in the 2016 presidential election shocked many. His campaign, fueled by populist rhetoric and promises to make America great again, resonated with a segment of the population disillusioned with the political establishment. His victory, against all odds and predictions, ushered in an era of unprecedented political division in the United States. Trump's presidency was a whirlwind of activity, marked by both ardent supporters and fierce detractors. His policies, ranging from immigration to trade to foreign relations, sparked heated debates across the nation. His use of social media to directly address the public, often bypassing traditional media outlets, further fueled the flames of controversy. Through it all, one thing remained constant. Donald Trump remained a polarizing figure, a lightning rod for both admiration and animosity. His words and actions continued to dominate headlines, his presence impossible to ignore in the ever-evolving landscape of American politics. Trump's presidency revealed deep fissures within American society. His policies, often seen as favoring certain groups over others, exacerbated existing tensions along racial, economic, and ideological lines. The nation seemed increasingly polarized, with dialogue replaced by vitriol and understanding replaced by suspicion. The rise of social media amplified these divisions. Online platforms, once hailed as tools for connecting people and fostering understanding, became echo chambers where individuals sought information confirming their existing biases. Disinformation and misinformation spread like wildfire, further eroding trust in traditional institutions and fueling societal fragmentation. The political landscape mirrored this societal fragmentation. The two major political parties, Democrats and Republicans, grew further apart in their ideologies and policy positions. Compromise became a dirty word, and bipartisanship a distant memory. Political discourse became increasingly toxic, characterized by personal attacks and inflammatory rhetoric. As Trump's presidency progressed, the nation found itself grappling with a fundamental question. Could a country so deeply divided find common ground and move forward together? Or would these divisions continue to fester, threatening the very fabric of American democracy? July 13, 2024, a humid summer day in Butler, Pennsylvania. The Butler Farm Showgrounds, usually a hub for agricultural exhibitions and community events, was transformed into a sea of red, white, and blue. Thousands had gathered, drawn by the promise of seeing former President Donald Trump. Trump, no longer in the White House but still a potent force in American politics, was back on the campaign trail, seeking the Republican nomination for the 2024 presidential election. His rallies, always a spectacle, drew massive crowds, a testament to his enduring appeal among a significant portion of the electorate. The atmosphere was electric, charged with anticipation and excitement. Supporters, many donning "Make America Great Again" hats and waving American flags, cheered as Trump took the stage. His speech, a familiar mix of populist rhetoric, attacks on his opponents, and promises to restore America to its former glory, resonated with the crowd. For many in attendance, this wasn't just a political rally, it was a celebration of their values, a reaffirmation of their beliefs. It was a chance to be part of something bigger than themselves, to show their support for the man they believed could lead America back to greatness. As Trump's speech reached its crescendo, a sudden commotion rippled through the crowd. What began as murmurs of confusion quickly escalated into screams of terror. Gunshots. 8 shots rang out, piercing the air, silencing the cheers and plunging the rally into chaos. On a nearby rooftop overlooking the rally, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, armed with an AR-15 style rifle, had opened fire. His target, Donald Trump. The crowd, moments ago united in their admiration for the former president, now scattered in panic, seeking cover from the rain of bullets. The Secret Service, tasked with protecting the life of the former president, sprang into action. Agents, highly trained and always on high alert, immediately surrounded Trump, forming a protective barrier with their bodies. The crowd surged, a wave of fear and confusion as the Secret Service rushed Trump off the stage and towards safety. In those terrifying moments, as the echoes of gunshots faded into the summer air, the nation held its breath. The attempt on Trump's life, regardless of political affiliation or personal feelings towards the former president, sent shockwaves through the country, a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present threat of violence in a deeply divided nation. The tranquility of the Butler Farm showgrounds was shattered in an instant. The festive atmosphere, thick with anticipation and excitement, evaporated as the sharp crack of gunfire pierced the air. The crowd, moments ago united in their support for Donald Trump, erupted in panic. The initial shots, loud and jarring, were met with stunned silence, a collective gasp of disbelief. Then, as the gravity of the situation sunk in, chaos ensued. The orderly rows of chairs and bleachers dissolved as people scrambled for safety, their cheers of support replaced by screams of terror. A sea of red, white, and blue, once a symbol of patriotism and unity, transformed into a chaotic mass of humanity. People shoved and pushed, desperate to escape the perceived threat, their faces etched with fear and uncertainty. The air, heavy with the smell of gunpowder and the stench of fear, crackled with a palpable sense of danger. The stage, once a focal point of admiration, now represented a target, a place of vulnerability. The Secret Service, their movements a blur of precision and urgency, rushed to protect Trump, their bodies forming a human shield around the former president. On the rooftop of a nearby building overlooking the rally, Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old man fueled by anger and resentment, watched the chaos unfold. He had positioned himself strategically, his AR-15 style rifle trained on the stage, his finger on the trigger. Crooks, a loner described by neighbors as quiet and withdrawn, had become increasingly radicalized in the months leading up to the rally. He spent hours online, consuming extremist content that painted Trump as a tyrant, a threat to democracy, and an enemy of the people. The rally, with its massive crowd and fervent support for Trump, had solidified Crooks' resolve. He saw it as a symbol of everything he had come to despise, a gathering of those he believed were blind to the truth about Trump and his agenda. As Trump's speech reached its climax, Crooks saw his opportunity. He squeezed the trigger, firing 8 rounds in quick succession, each shot aimed at the stage where Trump stood, his heart pounding with a mixture of fear and adrenaline. The Secret Service, tasked with the daunting responsibility of protecting the life of the President of the United States, even after their term has ended, is trained to respond to a multitude of threats, from lone gunmen to coordinated attacks. Years of rigorous training and simulations kicked in as the first shots rang out. Agents, their eyes scanning the crowd for potential threats, immediately identified the direction of the gunfire. Their movements, honed through countless hours of drills, were swift and decisive. They swarmed Trump, their bodies forming a protective barrier between the former president and the hail of bullets. Time seemed to slow down as the agents, their faces grim but resolute, guided Trump away from the stage and towards safety. Every second counted, every movement could mean the difference between life and death. The crowd, a maelstrom of fear and uncertainty, parted instinctively, creating a path for the Secret Service and their protectee. As Trump was whisked away from the stage, the agents maintained a 360-degree security perimeter, their eyes constantly scanning for additional threats. They communicated with each other through discreet earpieces, relaying information and coordinating their movements with military precision. Section 1. Eyes in the Sky. A new era of security. The assassination attempt on former President Trump at the Butler Farm Show grounds sent shockwaves through the nation, exposing vulnerabilities in even the most secure environments. The incident served as a stark reminder of the evolving nature of threats, and the need for innovative security measures, particularly in the realm of aerial surveillance. Traditionally, security at large public events has relied heavily on ground-based measures, metal detectors, bag checks, and a visible presence of law enforcement officers. While these measures remain essential, they are increasingly insufficient in an era of increasingly sophisticated threats, including those originating from elevated positions. The use of aerial surveillance, particularly drones equipped with high-resolution cameras and advanced sensors, is rapidly changing the landscape of security. Drones offer a unique vantage point, providing a bird's-eye view of large crowds and sprawling venues, enabling security personnel to detect potential threats from afar. The ability to monitor large areas in real time, coupled with the ability to deploy rapidly and discreetly, makes drones an invaluable tool for security agencies tasked with protecting high-profile individuals and securing large public gatherings. The incident in Butler highlighted the need for a multi-layered approach to security, one that integrates traditional ground-based measures with the capabilities of modern aerial surveillance technology. Section 2. Drones, a game changer in threat detection. Drones, once relegated to the realm of military operations and hobbyists, are rapidly becoming an indispensable tool for law enforcement and security agencies worldwide. Their ability to provide real-time intelligence, coupled with their versatility and affordability, has led to a surge in their use for a wide range of security applications. Equipped with high-resolution cameras, thermal imaging sensors, and even facial recognition software, drones can monitor large crowds with an unprecedented level of detail. They can detect suspicious activity, identify potential threats, and relay that information to security personnel on the ground in real time. The use of drones for security purposes is not without its critics, with concerns often raised about privacy violations and the potential for misuse. However, proponents argue that the benefits, particularly in terms of enhanced security and the prevention of violent incidents, outweigh these concerns. Drones can be deployed discreetly, minimizing disruption to public events while providing an extra layer of security. Their presence can act as a deterrent to potential attackers, knowing that their movements are being monitored from above. In the event of an incident, drones can provide valuable situational awareness, aiding in the response and potentially saving lives. Section 3. Real-time intelligence and rapid response. The key advantage of drones in security operations lies in their ability to provide real-time intelligence, enabling security personnel to respond to threats quickly and effectively. The traditional approach to security, often reactive and reliant on ground-based observations, is no longer sufficient in an era of rapidly evolving threats. Drones, acting as eyes in the sky, can transmit live video feeds to command centers, providing security personnel with a comprehensive view of the situation on the ground. This real-time intelligence enables them to assess threats, deploy resources effectively, and coordinate responses with speed and precision. In the event of an incident, such as the shooting in Butler, drones can play a crucial role in the immediate response. They can provide aerial views of the scene, helping to locate the shooter, identify potential escape routes, and direct first responders to those in need of assistance. The ability to track the movements of suspects, even in crowded and chaotic environments, makes drones a powerful tool for law enforcement. Their speed and maneuverability allow them to follow suspects from a safe distance, providing valuable information that can aid in apprehension and prosecution. Section 4. Case studies. Drones in action. The use of drones in security operations is not merely a theoretical concept. It's a reality that is rapidly changing the way security is conducted at large public events and in high-security environments around the world. Numerous case studies demonstrate the effectiveness of drones in preventing crime, responding to emergencies, and enhancing overall security. In 2017, during the Boston Marathon, drones were deployed for the first time to provide aerial surveillance along the marathon route. The drones, equipped with high-resolution cameras and thermal imaging sensors, were able to monitor the crowd, track runners, and identify potential security concerns. Fortunately, no major incidents occurred, but the use of drones provided an added layer of security and demonstrated their potential for large-scale events. In another case, in 2019, drones played a critical role in the aftermath of a mass shooting in Las Vegas. The drones deployed by law enforcement provided aerial views of the concert venue, helping to locate victims, identify potential threats, and guide first responders to those in need of medical attention. The drone's ability to provide real-time situational awareness was credited with saving lives and aiding in the investigation. These case studies highlight the versatility and effectiveness of drones in a variety of security contexts. Section 5. The future of aerial surveillance. Future drones will likely be equipped with advanced sensors and AI, creating a comprehensive security network. However, privacy concerns and ethical questions must be addressed as this technology evolves. The United States Secret Service, entrusted with protecting the president, has a storied history. Formed in 1865, its mission expanded to presidential protection after President McKinley's assassination in 1901. Today, the Secret Service faces complex threats, constantly evolving to stay ahead. In the chaotic aftermath of an assassination attempt, every second counts. The Secret Service's response must be immediate and flawless. Agents assess threats instantly, identify escape routes, and move the president to safety. Communication is paramount, relying on encrypted systems to relay information. Agents remain calm under extreme duress, knowing the nation's fate may rest on their shoulders. Aerial evacuation using helicopters is a critical component of the Secret Service's emergency response. Marine One helicopters are equipped with advanced systems and medical facilities. The decision to initiate an aerial evacuation is carefully considered, balancing risks and benefits. Section 4. Coordination and training, the keys to success. Seamless coordination and rigorous training are crucial for protecting the president. Technology, realistic simulations, and local law enforcement support enhance the Secret Service's preparedness. Section 5. Lessons learned and future adaptations. The assassination attempt on President Trump highlighted the need for continuous improvement in security protocols. The Secret Service constantly reviews and updates its strategies, incorporating lessons from past incidents. Section 1. The fog of chaos, a breakdown in communication. The assassination attempt on President Trump exposed vulnerabilities in communication protocols. The chaos underscored the need for sophisticated systems to ensure a coordinated response. Section 2. Blind spots and vantage points, rethinking security perimeters. The attempt in Butler exposed the need to secure elevated positions overlooking events. A comprehensive approach to security must consider threats from unexpected angles. Section 3. The lone wolf threat, profiling and prevention. The attempt on President Trump underscored the threat of lone wolf attackers radicalized online. A multifaceted approach, including monitoring online platforms and addressing root causes, is essential. Section 4. The social media factor, amplifying extremism. Social media platforms can amplify extremism, creating echo chambers that fuel violence. Companies must implement stricter policies to combat hate speech and cooperate with law enforcement. Section 5. A shared responsibility. Strengthening the bonds of protection. Protecting leaders is a shared responsibility, requiring vigilance and cooperation from all citizens. Engaging communities and promoting tolerance are crucial for creating a safer society. Section 1. The rise of AI. Predicting and preventing threats. AI is revolutionizing security, offering capabilities to predict and prevent threats in real time. AI-powered systems can analyze data, identify patterns, and enhance existing security measures. Enhancing situational awareness, the power of integrated systems. Effective security relies on situational awareness. Traditionally, this has been challenging in dynamic environments. AI integration is transforming threat response. Sensors, cameras, and drones feed real-time data to a command center. AI analyzes data, creating a dynamic 3D map. This allows for a proactive, coordinated response. Personnel receive real-time updates, enhancing their response. AI integration enables a holistic, effective security approach. Securing the skies. The assassination attempt on President Trump highlighted the vulnerability of large public gatherings to drone attacks. Drones, once military exclusive, are now public, raising security concerns. Counter-drone technology detects, tracks, and neutralizes unauthorized drones. Jammers disrupt drone signals, causing loss of control. Lasers can disable or shoot down drones. Nets capture drones mid-air, preventing attacks. A multi-layered approach is essential to secure large public gatherings. Section 4. The human element, balancing technology with training and intuition. While technological advancements in security are undoubtedly revolutionizing the way we protect high-profile individuals, it is crucial to remember that technology is merely a tool, not a panacea. The human element remains paramount in security operations, with experience, intuition, and training playing vital roles in identifying and responding to threats. No technology, no matter how sophisticated, can fully replace the judgment and experience of a well-trained security professional. Human beings possess the ability to observe, analyze, and interpret information in context, something that machines, despite advancements in AI, still struggle to replicate. The most effective security strategies combine the strengths of both technology and human capabilities. Technology can provide real-time data, enhance situational awareness, and automate certain tasks, freeing up security personnel to focus on threat assessment, decision-making, and, when necessary, direct intervention. Investing in training and professional development for security personnel remains crucial. This includes not only physical security skills, such as firearms proficiency and close-quarters combat, but also training in threat assessment, behavioral analysis, and the use of advanced security technologies. Section 5. The ethical dilemma, privacy versus protection in the digital age. The increasing use of technology and security while offering unprecedented capabilities to protect lives also raises important ethical considerations, particularly concerning privacy. The ability to collect, analyze, and store vast amounts of data, including personal information, raises concerns about potential misuse, abuse, and the erosion of civil liberties. Facial recognition technology, while potentially valuable for identifying threats, also raises concerns about mass surveillance and the potential for misidentification, particularly among minority groups. The use of predictive policing algorithms, while intended to allocate resources efficiently, can perpetuate existing biases and lead to the over-policing of certain communities. Striking a balance between security and privacy is a complex challenge with no easy answers. It requires an ongoing dialogue between policymakers, technologists, and the public to establish clear guidelines, ethical frameworks, and legal safeguards to ensure that these powerful technologies are used responsibly and ethically. Transparency, accountability, and oversight are crucial. The public has a right to know how their data is being collected, used, and stored. Independent oversight mechanisms are essential to ensure that these technologies are not misused or abused. The attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump at the Butler Farm showgrounds sent shockwaves through the nation, exposing vulnerabilities in security protocols and sparking a national conversation about extremism. The image of the crowd erupting in panic as gunshots rang out reminded us that an attack on any American is an attack on our democracy. It highlighted the need for a renewed commitment to protecting our leaders and bridging the divides that threaten to tear us apart. In the aftermath, there was a sense of shared purpose to emerge stronger, more united, and more resilient. Section 2. The evolving threat landscape. Adapting to new realities. The attempted assassination of President Trump was a stark manifestation of the evolving threat landscape. Today, threats are more insidious, diffuse, and difficult to predict. Lone wolf attackers radicalized online pose significant challenges. The rise of social media has amplified the potential for violence. Security agencies are adapting their tactics and investing in new technologies. Section 3. The price of leadership: security versus accessibility. The attempted assassination of President Trump ignited a debate about the balance between security and accessibility for public figures. Leaders must be accessible to engage with their constituents. However, this accessibility increases the risk of harm. The Secret Service faces the dilemma of providing security without isolating the president. Every public appearance carries inherent risks. The Butler incident highlighted these challenges. Some argue for increased security measures, even if it limits public appearances. Others believe it would isolate leaders from the people. Balancing security and accessibility is an ongoing challenge. It requires constant reassessment and adaptation. Section 4. A more secure future: lessons learned, progress made. The attempted assassination of President Trump prompted a comprehensive review of security protocols and accelerated the adoption of new technologies. Security agencies confronted their vulnerabilities, learned from mistakes, and emerged stronger and more adaptable. The Secret Service and other agencies reviewed and improved their procedures to enhance security at public events. This included expanding security perimeters, using facial recognition software, and enhancing interagency communication. Section 5. Safeguarding democracy: a collective responsibility. Protecting our leaders and preserving democracy is a collective responsibility. Political violence, fueled by extremism and misinformation, is a complex challenge. Addressing it requires more than just security measures. Education combats extremism and fosters tolerance. Media must counter misinformation and report responsibly. Safeguarding democracy requires tolerance, respect, and civil discourse.